Thank you so much for the honor of being here with you today. Thank you for gathering. Prime Minister Modi, thank you. Chief Minister Rapani, thank you. To those of you who have come from more than 100 countries around the world, thank you for taking the time to be here to celebrate this incredible opportunity to do business with this incredible nation. I want to say thank you to the men and women who put every flower on this stage and every chair in here, the lights, all of it. The lights in the trees, the people who direct the traffic. This is an extraordinary event. And it is an honor to be here leading the U.S. delegation. On behalf of our President, Donald Trump, and our Secretary of Commerce, Wilbur Ross, on behalf of the U.S.-India Business Council, and the men and women who make up the U.S. delegation, thank you for the honor of speaking with you. When I was a boy, I grew up in a very rural environment, in a very humble way, raising crops and animals. I grew up raising chickens and goats, and when I was a boy, selling vegetable seeds and flower seeds. Why do I tell you this? It was a simple, rural environment, not at all unlike many of you in this room, many in this country who have experienced similar things. But in the United States, we are blessed with something that we call the American dream. The American dream is possible because I was fortunate to be born in a republic where freedom and the rule of law and a democratically elected government is possible. The very same blessing has been given to 1.3 billion people in the Republic of India, who also have been born in freedom with a democratically elected government and the vision to elect people like Prime Minister Modi, who comes himself from very humble beginnings. This is the greatness of India. It's the greatness of America. It's why it is so important that we work together. There's a lot of conversation now about global trade policy. You hear about it. Those of you in the media cover this over and over again. It is very topical in the United States as well. Lots of conversation, what is happening at the national level. I want to encourage you all to understand that at the subnational level, good things are happening. India is rising quickly. The estimation of the American people, our esteem for the people of India is very high. We are grateful for the input, for the business and the science and the innovation that the people of India have brought to our nation. Last year, more than $125 billion worth of goods and services exchanged between our countries. India is now one of our 10th largest trading partners and climbing quickly. The opportunity is bright ahead of us. This window is open for a time. But for how long will this window of opportunity be open? We don't know. Many things can happen geopolitically. There are some in the United States who have said, we are large, the world will come to us. Perhaps there are some in India who have said, we are large and the world will come to us. We will wait. I would encourage you not to wait. This is why we are here with this delegation. One of the native sons of Kentucky, perhaps our most famous native son, was a man named Abraham Lincoln. Perhaps you've heard his name. He's famous for many things, but one thing that he said was, good things may come to those who wait, but only the things left behind by those who hustle. So I would encourage you to hustle. I would encourage India to hustle and America to hustle in our conversations with one another, to work quickly with urgency, with focus. In order to do this, we must be bold. We must be visionaries, because history looks back on visionaries as people of action, people like your Prime Minister, people who are willing to take controversy by taking stances that are not always popular. And indeed, if you are bold, if you are a visionary, if we are to accomplish what the U.S. and India are capable of accomplishing, there will be controversy. But the great Greek philosopher Aristotle once noted that if you want to avoid controversy, you should say nothing, do nothing, and be nothing. I don't think that's a good alternative. The people of India demand better than nothing. They are demanding action and bold leadership. You have that in your Prime Minister. It is an honor for me to work with him, even in some small way. There's great opportunity before us. The man who invented these lights, Thomas Edison, once said that most people miss opportunity because it usually shows up in work clothes and looks like hard work. And this is true. There is great opportunity, but there is great work ahead of us. We can accomplish these things, I know it. How can we do it? We can do it by cutting red tape. Honorable Prime Minister, you have been asked from this stage to think about limiting the amount of competition and limiting the exchange of ideas and of information and of goods. I would encourage you to think the opposite. It is important to be protective. It is important to put the people of India first, but it is also important for their opportunity and for our opportunity as citizens of the world to trade with one another, exchange ideas, because iron sharpens iron. And the greatest possibility comes from the exchange of these ideas. If we can cut red tape, I wear this simple button. It's a pair of scissors cutting through red tape. I had the opportunity to share this with you yesterday when we met. If we can cut the regulations, cut the bureaucracy, cut the red tape, the opportunity is incredible between our nations. Truly incredible possibilities. I will close with this. Just a few months ago, here in Gujarat, there was the dedication of the tallest statue in the world. It has been mentioned earlier today. The Statue of Unity. It honors Sardar Patel, a man who was a brilliant statesman, an innovator, a visionary, a man of action, somebody who pushed people to accomplish great things. And now he is honored with this Statue of Unity. The flag of Kentucky has a motto. The motto on our state flag says, "United we stand, divided we fall." United we stand, divided we fall. It is appropriate given the unity that has come from this state of Gujarat. The opportunity before us between India and the United States is incredible. But the responsibility falls on each one of us, those of us in elected positions, those of you who are in industry, those of you who represent various constituencies. We have much work to do, but we can do this. We must do this. The future is bright indeed. United we stand, divided we fall. Thank you.
Woo! Thank you, sir, for those warm words of praise for India and its